And Netflix fell in love with you. We got to find a show for this girl.
Guess so. I don't know.
Hence Jessica Jones.
Yeah, I had Jessica Jones, yeah.
Which happened how many years after?
Well, first I did the Bee in Apartment 23 after.
Yes.
Yeah.
That lasted a couple seasons?
Yeah, 2 seasons.
You love that show.
I do. I would do it again in a second.
Why didn't it get picked up? Why?
It was, listen, it was on ABC. It was right before the metrics sort of changed. Like we got canceled for numbers that now are considered like massive hits, right? It was kind of like scheduled badly. It just was kind of dragged around by a shit smeared dog. Didn't really, but it was also very edgy. We really pushed the envelope. The writing was way ahead of its time. And it was just one of those like great little quirky shows that probably served everybody better by just being 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Because it's like, cult following. People love it. I love it. I will watch it and laugh at every line because the writing is so good.
Do you get upset? How do you deal with cancellations or rejection? I mean, obviously you started at a young age with rejection everywhere.
Yeah, it's just part of it.
So when they said, who called you to tell you the bitch from Apartment 23?
Yeah,
right.
that was the hardest rejection that whatever. It's all in the category.
Because you were surprised.
I was surprised, but I also loved it so much. And
Did you cry?
Knew. Yes, I cried, but I would cry before that. There were days driving home from set where I just had the best day and I would go home. I would drive home crying knowing it'll never be as good as this again. I had the best day. The producers on that show, let me tell you, Jeff Morton, he's a producer for Modern Family. He's done like part of his whole system is like, let's make sure the cast and the crew are rested and happy so they could be funny.
Who is that?
Who is that?
No one thinks that.
No one thinks that. And he is so special. And I want to do another show with him so badly because he cares about people.
I want to work with Jeff Morton.
Jeff!
I'll audition for you on tape.
He just cared about that. And we would shoot like 10-hour days.
What?
Comedies. And you know what?
Oh my God.
I felt so supported to like be able to push myself even further. So all I was trying to do all day was like learn my funny lines and how do I make them even funnier? How do I improvise this thing? How do I do this little weird character thing? Because I was so supported that I was able to be like free to fucking play.
See, this is an important thing you're saying. Most creators, most studios, whoever is involved in all this process of making a show, they don't realize that, and this goes not for just acting world, it goes for the entire planet of people, bosses out there, corporations. If you treat the people well, if you support them,
you'll get better and more.
You'll not only get better performances and more passion and more it's just going to be a better show.
More
Everybody's
joy.
going to be happier, more joy. And they don't. They always, 90% of the time, they want to show how powerful they are. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you the money you deserve. I'm not going to give you the hours. You're going to work overtime. We're going to force you. We're changing this. Who cares? You're not even, they don't care.
No.
And that is really refreshing to hear that someone was that guy.
He was that guy. And it was such a magical experience. But that was after Breaking Bad. So that was kind of like, did the Breaking Bad thing. And before that, I was like working actress, hustling, just, whatever. And then that was when I started to like get offered things.